Greetings Zappers, hello and welcome back to GameSpy. This week I was going to do a list on Easter eggs in virtual reality games, but after a quick Google search, apart from the Batman VR, not many came up. So instead I decided to change things up slightly. So this list will include, alongside VR games, games that also reference VR in them, like our very first Easter egg in Postal 2. This Easter egg, I have to say first of all, is very cool. In Postal 2, nearly 14 years after the original release of the game, a new Easter egg has been added. If you come across this hole in a fence, follow it around the corner to find a sign that reads "Witness the Future." And in front of you on the table you'll see an HTC Vive headset. Interact with it and you'll be shown a vision of the future.
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, how awful.
Is this everything?
Yes.
That'll be $10.
There you go.
Have a safe trip back. Here's some tips from the future. Bet on the Red Sox and don't buy Postal 3.
You rule.
Well, I suppose that was worth the wait.
Another cool Easter egg regarding the HTC Vive is one in the game The Lab, which is a collection of room-scale mini-games. So in the game, if you get this wire in the adventure area and plug it into this shiny red valve, you will gain access to a brand new area called Valve Demo Room 1. Now this is actually a recreation of the room they tested the HTC Vive in its very early stages. The QR codes on the wall actually used to help with the tracking, and I think this is really cool that they've included a piece of what I would consider virtual reality history into the game. Obviously you can play about in the room as you can in most VR games, but you can actually go a little bit further than that by trying on the prototype VR headset which is in the room with you. If you do, this will take you to another room which is called Valve Demo Room 2. This room is a recreation of another later stage demo room in Valve headquarters. And again you can have a look around and mess around with things, but also in this, if you pull the fire alarm, balloons will actually come falling from the ceiling. So there you have it, two very small and simple, but I think very cool Easter eggs in the lab. Batman Arkham Knight VR is supposed to be a prequel to the Batman Arkham Knight game. It's a nightmare in which Batman realises he's been infected with the Joker's blood. But did you know that in the game there are a lot of references to the whole thing just being a dream? For starters, in the Batcave there is a frequency that plays at 254 MHz and gives out a selection of numbers.
23, 1, 11, minus 1, 4, 20, 15, minus 8, 19, 9, 12, minus 10, 10, 12.
And if you use the Shift cipher, otherwise known as the Caesar cipher, to decipher the message, it reads "Wake up Bruce." Also, alongside this, there are a lot of references to the lullaby Rockabye Baby throughout the game, which is well known especially in England as a child's bedtime song. Take a look. And finally, a fun little one in the Oculus Homescreen, which is something that many of you who don't have an Oculus probably would not have seen, seeing as it's actually really hard to record the home screen and not many people include it in their videos. But the home screen itself is set out kind of like a really expensive Oculus themed lounge in someone's house. But for some reason, if you look towards the left hand side corner next to a load of stones that go across the indoor stream and hit a button, then you'll be able to toggle if the carpet is straight or screwed up. I've no idea why this is in here, it's such a weird little secret, but it's kind of cool. Anyway, that's all the Easter eggs and secrets I have for you this week. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and show some love by leaving a like on the video, and I'll see you again next time. See ya!